And welcome back to the Culture Club. This is episode 2, and we'll be diving a little bit deeper into post tops. T-Bone, I see you've donned a nice jacket for the occasion.
I have. That's because I have been out and about taking the roadshow to the market, our new BEGA post tops roadshow.
Yeah, that was the roadshow on pathway lighting and the new P category standards. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the key takeaways from that roadshow?
Yeah, it's been quite interesting going into depth with the standard, and we're trying to get a bit of a feel not just for the changes to the standard, but what implications those have on real-world designs. I suppose, in brief, a lot of the horizontals have gone up in the various categories. The verticals have gone down slightly, but the biggest difference is in the glare.
Mm-hmm. There's a new way to measure glare.
We call it the Discomfort Glare Index, or DGI, and it's quite an involved calculation. It basically takes into consideration the maximum intensity of light that is based on what angle that is emitted at. We look at it between 65 and 85 degrees, and then that becomes a function of the luminous area.
Right, so being a reflector-based product, how did the BEGA post tops perform?
In a design sense, our BEGA post tops have performed very well, generally around 1/3 of the glare that's allowed according to the standard.
Right. And all the consultants supposed to calculate the DGI on every design they do? Or?
Yeah, that's the idea. We are planning to give all that data to you, which makes it a bit easier for you, of course. But the intention is it does need to be calculated on a per luminaire basis.
Well, time to grab a BEGA post top and open it up.
All right, Noah, I have brought the 99491 to show you.
Ah, the old 9595, eh?
Yes, it used to be. It used to be the 9595, but BEGA ran out of numbers, so now it is the 99491. Catchy.
Still looking in good shape there.
This has very much been the subject of our roadshow, and I guess what we're trying to show is that just because we need technical luminaires to comply with the glare within the standard, it doesn't mean they can't be architectural.
Well, let's open it up and have a look inside.
Absolutely.
Like all BEGA fittings, this one's made out of high-pressure die-cast aluminium with low copper content. This is the standard BEGA graphite finish. It has a toolless entry with a 3-stage mechanism for opening and closing. This makes it easy to install and easy to maintain, and it's cockatoo-proof as well. As you can see inside, very minimal components. We have a 20-year guarantee on replacement parts, so a contractor can easily open up and replace these parts if needed. Flat beam, asymmetric reflector for pathway lighting. So we're finally here on site at a real life BEGA installation, but you might notice something, the lights aren't turned on.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Noah. What we found during the course of our roadshow is that, in fact, a lot of luminaires get seen more during the day than they do during the nighttime, and that means that the aesthetic of that luminaire becomes really important.
That's right, and they've gone for quite a modern, architectural, elegant luminaire for this installation.
Yeah, classic BEGA.
Classic BEGA. And it's a symmetrical distribution luminaire, not the asymmetrical flat beam that we typically use for pathways, but being a residential space where they actually want people to sit down and hang out, I think it's the right choice for this area.
Yeah, it'd be great to see it at night.
How'd you do that?
Oh, I'll teach you shortly, mate. What do you think of the lights?
Well, I think they're not very glary, even without sunnies. In all seriousness, I find they're quite comfortable on the eye.
Yeah, they're quite a statement in the space as well, aren't they?
Yes, they are. So, you going to tell me how to do that trick?
Yeah, why don't you get us back to Light Culture HQ?
Well, that's about all we got time for. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time at the Culture Club.
Thank you, Noah Doji.
Good night.
That's good.